Lipscomb's a good team, coached by a coach I have unbelievable respect for. It's a veteran group. They run tough actions, and to get ready for them in one day, I give our kids a lot of credit and preparation. But I do want to credit the Lipscomb kids. You know, we said we wanted to try to impose our will, you know, and that usually manifests itself in the backboard. You know, I think in the second half we had 14 offensive rebounds. In the first half we only had 4, you know, and I think maybe to a certain extent wore them down in that area. Forced a lot of turnovers. I think they had 19 turnovers maybe, if I'm not mistaken. And then conversely on our end, we had 18 assists, 10 turnovers, so we were really efficient. On a night we didn't shoot it great. You know, I think we were 36 from the field and 31 from 3. But the fact that we took care of the ball and didn't turn it over and played selflessly for other guys, I think was really good. And then you know, I think our defense was good. Like I said, it's a tough team to defend. They have obviously a monster presence on the inside, and then a bunch of very, very capable perimeter guys as well. So, you know, it was good to get another one. We turn the page and get ready for, I mean, heck, so it's tomorrow at 4:30. I don't know how many hours that is away, but yeah, I stayed at, you know, Charleston's known as an unbelievable tourist attraction with restaurants and hotels. There's a new hotel here in Charleston that I was the first guest at, and that's the Charleston Basketball Locker Room Inn. So I may be see if there's any vacancy there tonight again. So.
Part-time job being a comedian now? Or?
Yeah. I don't know.
So my take is, you talked last night about 4-minute wars. I guess you won 6 out of the 10, because you had that late run in at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Beginning of maybe 2 in the beginning, and then the last 4
Yeah.
minutes.
You know, it doesn't work out that way all the time, but, you know, typically the team that wins the most 4-minute wars, 6 out of the 10 wins the game the most of the time. And that's just how we play. It's how we try to break down the game. You know, they went on that one run. I think they scored 15 points in that one war when we couldn't stop them. And, you know, we cleared it. We went back to 0-0 and fixed it, and guys responded the right way.
Obviously a little different than last night where you guys controlled the whole pace of the game. And tonight it wasn't, you know, really right down to kind of a tooth-and-nail kind of thing.
Yeah, you know, you know, you look at it, and like I said, we shot 36 from the field and 31 from 3, and we still scored 81 points, right, and ended up winning by 9. So I think good teams can, you know, win when maybe they're not at their best offensively. And you got to tip your cap to the Lipscomb kids and their coaching staff as well. I mean, it's easy to just say, hey, we didn't shoot it well. They had something to do with that. And but, you know, to still find a way to win and not having your best offensive night was really good. I thought O.C. Smart was a huge catalyst for us. I think he had 11 rebounds in 16 minutes. I thought Brendan Tucker for the second straight night was really big for us. And then even late game, he comes in, makes a big play on a tough catch, gets fouled, makes 2 free throws. Dalton Bolin was a huge burst of energy for us tonight. Made big shots, but just he's an energy giver. He really ignites us, and he did that tonight.
You're like playing a lot of players. I mean, the first 2 minutes, you're pretty much bringing in 4 more players in. You get 11 players in, probably in the first 5-6 minutes.
Yeah, you know.
Strong bench, I guess.
Yeah, and you know, we pride ourselves. One of the core tenets of our culture is relentless effort. You know, and if you're going as hard as you can, that 2.5, 3.5 minute spurt is, you know, you're going to need a rest if you're playing as hard as we need you to play. So when you do that and you have guys that buy into that and they're about, you know, the team over me, it can become a great asset where you can wear down opponents. And that's something that we'd like to try to build here.
Last question, just because I noticed it. I mean, because I sit right there. The game's over, you're coming right to the, and you're like right in the fans. I mean, right into the students.
There's nothing more important to me here as the head coach. It's to engage with our student body, to make sure that they understand that I want them to have ownership of our team and our program. I want them to feel like coming to the game is not just coming to be entertained, but to be a factor, and they've been a factor the last 2 games. I'm so glad you brought that up because it's a huge story for both nights. You know, it's a game changer. It changes the energy. It gives us a boost. It's a 6th man. I know that's kind of like an overused term, but it's true. And I give the students a ton of credit, ton. They were awesome yesterday, and they were awesome tonight.
So you go 2-0 in the first 2 games. Kind of feel good.
Yeah, you know, we enjoyed last night for about 6 minutes, and when you do these back-to-back-to-back type things, we say all the time, my mentor taught me, you have to enjoy the wins. Skip Prosser said that, and that's because we work hard, man. It's hard to win Division I games, and there's so much goes into it. And you want guys on our team to make sure they enjoy it. And typically you have an evening, the next day maybe you're off, and then you get back to practice for a couple days. We don't have that luxury. We had a little celebration in the locker room, then they walked out, and it's boom, on to the next thing.
I guess I lied. Last question. Tomorrow's game. Talk about playing tomorrow's game.
Yeah, you know, Loyola's good. They're similar in style to Loyola in terms of their offensive approach, a little bit different. So there's some similarities, which I think will help in preparation because our guys are relatively familiar with it. But they're good, and their execution is precise. You know, their head coach came up in a system where they ran the Princeton offense, and they run it to great precision, which is a ton of cutting, ton of backdoor cuts, ball movement. So we're going to have to be on it tomorrow for sure. All right. Thank you.